And welcome back. And Josh is here once again for Linda's Flowers. And it's such a beautiful time of year and such a busy time of year for you all.
It is the busiest.
The busiest.
It is, yeah.
All right. So what does everybody want with Valentine's Day approaching? Because it's time to start figuring this out. You don't want to wait till the last minute.
They want to show their lover how much they care, I think, is what, right?
That's the point of it, isn't it?
That's the point of it, yeah.
And you always think of roses.
You do.
But
I
look
didn't
at all
bring
the
any
other
roses.
suggestions. Well, we all know what they look like.
You know what roses
kind of.
look like.
Yeah.
A dozen roses, it's super popular. But I brought some stuff that was little not so traditional, little kind of cool stuff. Some miniature calla lilies, the big white oriental lilies are really, really cool. And of course, tulips are really popular as well, next to a rose.
I want to talk about these because you've been eyeing these. I've been eyeing these down here. These are you said miniature calla lilies.
Miniature calla lily.
Look at the color of these.
Plum color. Yeah, they're beautiful.
Is that unusual? Because I have never seen that color of a calla lily ever.
You know, it's pretty. They come in a lot of colors.
Okay.
A lot of bicolors. You know, little two-tones. But I just thought this deep, purple was really, really beautiful.
I just think
so. I wanted to show everybody.
Well, it's the way they're staged too. Everything is.
Of course,
just,
my beautiful designs.
That's
of course,
basically
it makes all the difference. What else is in here?
This is a hypericum berry.
Okay.
And then some hydrangeas, some seeded eucalyptus. But and especially these hypericum berries, they're huge. They're not normally that big. They're like the size of grapes.
They're
normally
berries.
they're normally really
gorgeous.
small. But yeah, those are really cool.
They
must be in season.
I guess
something's really, really big and beautiful.
generally.
Like the eucalyptus, that's when you're like, that's in season.
Well,
somewhere, not here because it's, 20 degrees, but somewhere.
I'm a huge fan of eucalyptus. I love the smell of eucalyptus.
Oh, yeah, it's
super
fresh. It
smells
right
like a florist. It smells really good.
My wife doesn't feel the same. I come home and I smell like it. She's like, ugh, kind of gets her going. So yeah,
really
sets off the.
Oh, I love that. And can't you keep this around for a good while?
Oh yeah,
eucalyptus,
a long time. Yeah, super hardy.
Okay, so what else?
Yeah, tell us about this arrangement now.
These are just these are white oriental lilies.
The lilies,
they're just a huge. They're also referred to as a Casablanca lily. If you ever heard of that.
Yes.
So that's going to be what that is, and then I paired that with. The yellow roses, which can mean friendship. So that was kind of if
you're from Texas.
Sure, yeah. Of course, yeah, right.
And can I just note one thing real quick? I'm going to pull the little bears out here.
Okay.
I love the vase. This is kind
of
a little bit more of a simple, modern-looking, cylindrical vase. And then this over here
mason jar.
is the mason jar, which I think is super quaint, kind of homey, a little country. So I like that you can make it look so completely different depending on the person that will be receiving it.
For sure.
Yeah, all the way from the bottom up, it's a beautiful display.
And then you can have something really elegant, beautiful, and then pair it with something that's kind of cutesy Valentine-y, like a little
Because
little
you have plenty of this in Linda's Flowers.
Some of the stuff that's little cutesy stuff that's corny,
but it means so much.
It
you may have a little daughter, a little niece at home that deserves a beautiful Valentine.
For sure.
This is just the thing. What about the tulips over here? I think these are actually spoken for. Somebody we work with came in and said she wants to buy these right from you.
I always have somebody that wants to take one, but it's nice if I don't have to take them back to the store. So
exactly.
It's perfect.
A little less work. But this is another, just a beautiful
The tulips are really cool. Again, that's a bicolored tulip, and they're they're really cool. They open up real big. When they get cool, they shrink back closed. But
those are stunning.
But that's also, as you said, it makes you feel like spring.
And tulips are one of the only flowers that continues to grow once they're cut. So that's kind of neat that they.
I didn't even realize that.
They will.
Yeah.
So.
And
gorgeous. Quite a bit. So.
Okay, so where is Linda's Flowers for those who need to get on it?
We're at the corner of Battlefield and Fort, so come and see us. You can order early. It's first in, first out. So come by the store. Come check out one of my designs.
So that's the best idea. Order early.
Order early, for sure. For sure.
All right. Thanks very much. Good to see you.
Good seeing you again. Yep. We have lots more to go.
Yep. Next, a visit to Buffalo Run Casino, so stick around.
Are you keeping?